I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the New England Patriots.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On first down, Wheeler. And his first pass is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not in.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Wheeler. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Touchdown. A big 2 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways, but remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough, and it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13. Of course, Logan Ryan, one of those with Patriot ties, he intercepted Tom Brady, brought it back for the touchdown on what would prove to be Brady's final pass in a New England uniform. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 7, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 17 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest,
and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Big point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wheeler. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A 17-yard loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down now, Beverly, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Good for a Tennessee.
Give him 2 on the play there. And the Titans are going to have a first.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The drive starts with a completion left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills.
Wheeler's pass.
First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Wheeler. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander.
Wheeler's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Throwing again. Wheeler. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Alexander.
Wheeler's
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Wheeler. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wheeler's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Wheeler's pass.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Patriots 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
On the return, here's Hall. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Titans.
A big play there. 78 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets them behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Wheeler can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of...
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down. Wheeler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wheeler. And he comes back with one complete.
Wheeler's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield, but in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him, and he picked it up for him right there.
On 1st and 10, Wheeler throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mills. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wheeler. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
A loss of 7 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Wheeler's pass complete to number.
And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, Wheeler looking for his running back, and he's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Wheeler got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. New England on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down, Wheeler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Carried by number 24.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they got to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
On 3rd down, Beverly. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly, he's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time?
It got his man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Wheeler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mills. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are real.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 24.
His kick is good.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
action. They'll throw. 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Check back.
On 1st down, Wheeler. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Wheeler. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Alexander. And he's out right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. To throw on 2nd down, Wheeler. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is secured by the Patriots.
The onside kick is recovered by
the risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Wheeler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Badmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light ear just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?